Yeah. And now, instead of smelling like strawberries, it now smells like lavender. That's interesting, isn't it? So like so do you have a favorite smell or like a favorite scent or
And now it's lavender.
okay, okay, that's cool. And what you find is that as you continue to just kind of breathe in the lavender and as you kind of breathe in that scent, what you find is that the lavender scent is actually laughing gas, and so as you're smelling it and you're inhaling it, it's actually making you laugh, and you're not really laughing at anything. There's nothing that's necessarily funny, but you just kind of feel yourself laughing more and more with each time you kind of inhale, each time you take in that scent as you're breathing lavender, you're just laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing because there's nothing funny, but it's just funny. I mean, it's just like the lavender is just like, you know, and so yeah, I mean, I'm entertaining to you. So you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why.
Okay. So the chicken crossed the road because he was actually trying to prepare himself something to drink, and he was preparing for himself an orange Julius. And if you don't know what that is, an orange Julius is basically just like an orange milkshake. I mean, it's more than that because you don't have to use milk for it. Different people have different recipes, but basically, it's but yeah. So basically, he had to go, across the road because he needed to get like orange sherbet for it. You need to have orange sherbet. You can't just use orange juice. You need to have the sherbet. And so he was going across the road to do that. But the problem is, as he was going across the road, they didn't have any. I mean, they had like a stop, like a stop sign, like a walk, but that's farther away from the store. So he would have to go farther instead of just kind of jaywalking. And as you know, they kind of don't jaywalk. They don't really, bother you for jaywalking. Although, one time I had a friend and she actually told me one time she got ticketed for jaywalking because apparently there was like one time out of the year where the police would actually show up and they would actually do the jaywalking, and actually like ticket people for that. Um, so yeah, and it's getting funnier and funnier, and so funnier and funniest thing you've ever heard. That's what it feels like, and so that's kind of like where they like how they kind of try to enforce it, which is interesting enough, I guess. So yeah, he took his chances and he jaywalked, and you should never do that. Well, no, I'm gonna say you should never do that. Sometimes it's just the easier thing to do. So long story short, he managed to get the ingredients that he needed and returned home. He made a really good tasting orange Julius, and egg free, of course. And so yeah, that's kind of the joke, and you know, it was a pretty. So like, how was that? Like, I'm working on my jokes. I want to be a stand up comic. Like, how was that as a joke? Was that a good joke? I think that was a good joke. That's really good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. And when I turn the light off, you're going to return to normal and remember what just happened.
Oh my.